my name is Jacqueline Michelle Norris, and this is my EDL 959 Module 9 case study, Digital Literacy Curriculum, Challenges to School-Wide Adoption. Throughout this presentation, you will see these standards and indicators identified with aqua blue font. There are 10 sections to this case study. Section 1, Evaluate. Who? Kim is an assistant principal at Triscuit Middle School with 80 staff members, 650 students in grades 7 and 8. Data breakdown of student include approximately 65% of Triscuit students receive free or reduced lunch and breakfast. The classes consist of a mix of inclusion students, regular education students, and students with multiple disabilities. Parent involvement is minimal, and about 25% of the parents attend conferences and open house events. A breakdown of student demographics include 80% African American, 17% white, and 3% others. The majority of the staff is Caucasian. The what section involves what Kim is. She is a technology geek. She is the go-to girl for all things related to technology. She has been attempting to develop technology-rich curriculum to teach the digital literacy. She is committed to high-quality access for all students and adults and wants to include academic and non-academic instructional activities. She believes in these things promote the current and future success and well-being of each student and adult in her school. She also has a tendency to do things by herself without seeking help from others. Kim has skills. She is Google certified and ISTE certified. She wants to change how the curriculum is taught at Triscuit by integrating digital literacy into education. She wants to evaluate the current technology and curriculum, develop and implement data literacy curriculum for her staff and her students. The when of these events includes the past. Kim has been the assistant principal for the past 5 years. In that time, she has initiated professional development opportunities for her staff and moved the school from a traditional 7-period day to 4 84-minute blocks of time, put greater emphasis on using technology-rich curriculum and assessments that take advantage of both academic and non-academic activities and resources. The when of these events also includes the present, where we find Triscuit is in its 2nd year of school improvement. Their annual state tests are consistently below national averages. Analysis of the testing data show the students' weaknesses include short answer, extended response, and a good amount of students who simply do not answer. The school is currently operating on deficit model, meaning that the students are taught what they don't know, and the planned and designed curriculum has proven not to work and needs to be revised. The when concludes with the future of what Kim would like to do. Kim would like to investigate and demonstrate the ways in which technology integration is actually occurring at Triscuit Middle School. Kim believes improvement will come with a shift in the focus of instruction to how students learn. Kim believes that solutions to the problem lie in changing how the curriculum is taught, as well as integration of digital literacy to increase the use of technology-rich academic and non-academic resources and activities. Of the facts section finishes with why Kim wants to improve the school. She has a plethora of training, including becoming a Google certified trainer and International Society for Technology and Education certified teacher. She wants to promote instructional leadership by creating a data literacy curriculum that includes academic and non-academic activities. She wants to use assessments to show growth of both staff and students, and this promotes the well-being of both. By using support systems, helping her staff with their digital comfort levels, and using the district data system to report her results, she will be implementing coherent systems of curriculum. Instruction, data system, supports, and assessment. Section 1, Standard 4 Evidence. What data did Kim use? Well, she used norm reference tests, learning based on Holt McDougall textbooks, and state achievement tests. Triscuit Middle School uses norm reference tests and state achievement tests. There are educators who detail how these tests are culturally disconnected. According to Run Resource, the disconnection between native ways of knowing and Western ways of teaching are more evident than in the arena of student assessment, most egregiously in the realm of large-scale tests. After thorough search of the Holt McDougall website, I discovered digital availability, multiple representations of many cultures, along with technology support and ease of accessibility. That textbook company may not be a bad idea, however, I truly believe that FHSU has the right idea using all online resources and all free resources. Another resource details the importance of a balanced solution. Standardized tests are that. Standardized. It is the opposite of individualized. An online website called Centers for Assessment asks its readers if importance of standardized tests should be lessened in favor of classroom assessment systems. Culturally relevant, responsive, and sustaining assessment practices should occur and are completely appropriate for classroom instruction and assessment. It is for this reason that prioritizing classroom assessment systems, particularly those that support culture responsive and sustaining mindsets, is critical. And as an ISTE certified teacher, she definitely has the commitment necessary to promote change, create data curriculum, develop assessments that show growth for staff and students, help make her set in their ways staff feel more comfortable with technology, and use her district's data system to communicate results with the community. Section 2. Legal and ethical issues. To change a school from standards-based learning to competency-based learning could result in legal issues if the change is not implemented in a thoughtful and deliberate way. It is imperative that the implementation of any new system be in compliance with state standards, lest the school lose its accreditation or state funding. Any new approach implemented must meet state law and follow state requirements. Implementation of any changes may also interrupt and breach contracts with Holt McDougall, the Smartboard Company, and any state or national testing companies like NWEA. There may be discrimination or harassment issues with the changes. For example, competency-based learning focuses on the mastery of specific skills and knowledge. This can be a beneficial way for students struggling with this grading system, but it can also create an unnecessary unfairness if the system is not carefully designed and implemented. Another example, if the system is not designed to accommodate students with different learning styles or backgrounds, it could inadvertently discriminate against a group of students. Section 3. Assistant Principal Kim needs to shift the focus of instruction to how students learn and integrate digital literacy with academic and non-academic activities to support the learning and success of all students by collaboratively evaluating, developing, and implementing the school's curriculum, instruction, technology, data systems, and assessment practices in a coherent and systematic manner. And 4. To begin this section of Missing Facts, where in the world is the principal in the school-wide curriculum change? Communication and collaboration are keys for success for administrators. Truthfully, the staff's resistance to embracing the digital tools that enhance learning is baffling. Likewise, there should be a parent-teacher organization to assist with this transition as well. Shouldn't the superintendent also be involved if one of the schools has below average testing scores? Are the other schools in this district also facing similar changes in their testing results? Is there a professional development center to assist the teachers and administrators? Additionally, the case study mentioned that the outside resources are rarely used to promote current and future success of students and adults. That means no soft skills classes or clubs for students to socialize outside the educational system. Lastly, are sports prevalent at this school? It is a well-known fact that school sports support the rally the community, increase student participation and success, and promote academic achievement. Section 5. Section 5 asks for a prioritization of information that begins with Kim recognizing change as a necessity. She already has the training to implement. She will start an investigation to understand how technology is actually occurring in our school. She understands there are no non-academic programs, curriculum needs to be revised, and her staff needs encouragement. She will need to decide if she will determine a plan of action with no staff input, if she will provide choices for her staff, if she will invite collaboration as to the necessary changes, or will she employ a non-directive and let the teachers have maximum autonomy. Section 6. Candidate provides a plan. So Superman is saying, but before I head south and push myself through the rest of the day, I better play it safe and consult my supercomputer. Superman is my hero because he always saves the day, and that is what this case studies offer for us to do, save the day. Jordan Peterson said this about heroes. Heroes are those who voluntarily confront the unknown and transform chaos into order, who do so in the service of others and, in the process, become something more than they were. To begin, Goal 1. Prompting the current and future success and well-being of each student and adult requires positive change of mindset. The principal and I will implement this change, beginning with the setting time for our staff to create a new shared vision. We will then create a committee composed of representatives for students, teachers, paraprofessionals, librarians, paraprofessionals, special education teachers, and parents to help guide this future success. Our next step is Goal 2. With the new committee and both administrator support, we will evaluate, develop, and implement a high-quality, technology-rich curriculum program and other supports for academic and non-academic student programs. To do this, we will collaborate with an outside professional technology-based consulting program to help us institute a second-order change of technology-rich standards-based learning system. The teachers will meet regularly and use data to inform their instruction and adapt teaching methods to meet individual student needs. We will infuse our staff with exciting presentations and technology education with, drumroll please, time for the teachers to learn, experiment, and plan. We will celebrate our successes and discuss our opportunities for growth and include students in our success of learning. To continue, goal number 3, we will evaluate, develop, and implement high-quality and equitable academic and non-academic instructional practices, resources, technologies, and services that support equity, digital literacy, and the school's academic and non-academic systems. To do this, we will support academic and non-academic student programs through the creation of after-school programs and clubs and meetings. Teachers and community members will volunteer their specialties, and these clubs may rotate by year, semester, season, or interest level. Students should have input as to the types of activities and clubs they would like to participate in. We will support sports by creating a mindset of student athletes and a supportive student body. The newspaper and school newsletters will encourage students and families to attend. The staff will model, teach, and inspire students to participate, support, and work for after-school and weekend sports. Perhaps there may be some interest in travel sports. Goal 4. We will evaluate, develop, and implement formal and informal, culturally responsive, and accessible assessments that support data-informed instructional improvement in student learning and well-being. To make sure this occurs, we will create clear learning targets and rubrics, track student progress and collect data, provide appropriate feedback, and adapt instruction to meet student needs. Lastly, Goal 5. The committee to investigate the current learning system including technology. We will survey stakeholders regarding learning and technology currently at school. We will share the information with the school stakeholders. We will collaboratively modify and create a viable curriculum that includes curriculum, instruction, data system, and supports and assessments. The committee will review progress and reassess what works and what doesn't work, and the process will repeat each time. We will share information with the community to promote transparency and trust. Section 7. Evaluate, develop. While evaluating my plan, I found weak arguments against first-order changes. They included teacher skepticism and reasons for changes being ignored. The pros for the first-order changes show that they are met with less resistance, they don't challenge the educator's fundamental beliefs, and they are much easier to make. Second-order change seems extreme, and there is much effort involved. Even though I listed effort and disruptive as cons, I'm not convinced those are cons. When there is something wrong, isn't it all right to shake things up a bit and be disruptive? Don't we need chaos to bring order to our lives? What if more effort is what we need to improve all our students' education? What if being disruptive is what makes everyone up to the fact that the students are refusing to answer questions on state tests because they either don't know or don't care? What if we had to challenge our philosophical beliefs to implement change? If you're an educator dedicated to learning all your students, you don't shy away from setting a good example and working on a good quest. Challenges are rewarding, not fluffy, happy-dappy, no-effort vacations. Section 8. Ever notice after it rains in the desert, everything is clear and in focus? It all comes down to the dust particles. They're usually stirred up in the air, and after it rains, they settle on the ground. My plan to create a committee is pleasing. It was that word collaborative and the standards that did it. I like the idea of including the staff and stakeholders in the process of reform. When people work together, there's more buy-in for their combined ideas. Share responsibility when it's appropriate. Meanwhile, as an administrator candidate, I'm practicing modeling confidence by standing up straight with my shoulders back. Great advice. There will be a time when we must choose between what is easy and what is right. That's what Dumbledore said. Well, J.K. Rowling, I suppose. I find it very satisfying to take this unknown case study and make sense out of it. I printed, read, underlined, highlighted, color-coded, and organized this case study. It's got notes. It's everything we tell our students to do so we can learn about it. Completely written all over, annotated. I reread articles from the course study. I applied my imagination. I thought about the last assignment and about what I might decide for my district given a set of circumstances. This challenge, this quest, has made me happy.